Why does your voice sound completely wrong when you hear it recorded? Not slightly different, wrong, unrecognizable, like listening to a stranger who somehow knows everything about your life. You know this feeling. Someone records a video, you are in it, you watch it back, and the moment you hear yourself speak, something happens. Your face changes, your stomach drops slightly, you say the same thing every single person says in this exact moment. Is that actually what I sound like? And everyone around you says yes, that is exactly what you sound like, and you do not believe them, because the voice coming out of that speaker sounds nothing like the voice you hear inside your own head every single day. So which version is real? The one you hear from the recording, or the one you hear when you speak? The answer is the recording. And the reason your voice sounds so wrong to you is one of the most fascinating things your brain does without ever telling you. Here is what is actually happening. When you speak, your voice reaches your ears in two completely different ways at exactly the same time. The first way is external conduction. Your voice travels through the air, out of your mouth, around your head, into your ears. This is the same path your voice takes when it is recorded and played back. The second way is bone conduction. The vibrations from your vocal cords travel directly through the bones and tissues of your skull straight into your inner ear. No air involved, just solid matter carrying sound from the inside out. And here is the critical part. Bone conduction changes the sound of your voice. Specifically, it enhances the lower frequencies, the deeper tones, the bass in your voice. So the voice you hear when you are speaking is richer, deeper, fuller, a combination of the external sound and the bone-conducted sound blended together in real time. But the recording only captures the external version, the air-conducted sound, the version everyone else hears, which is thinner, higher, less resonant, not worse necessarily, just different from the version your brain has been storing as your voice for your entire life. So when you hear the recording, your brain does something automatic. It compares what it is hearing to the internal reference it has built over years and years of hearing your own voice from the inside. And the comparison comes back wrong, not broken, not abnormal, just different. And different, when it comes to something as personal as your own voice, feels deeply uncomfortable. But here is where it gets more interesting, because this is not just about sound. There is a psychological layer sitting underneath the biological one. Researchers who study self-perception found something important. People do not just dislike the sound of their recorded voice, they feel a specific kind of discomfort that goes beyond the audio difference. They feel exposed, because your voice when you speak is yours. You control it, you shape it, you experience it from the inside. But your recorded voice is how the world experiences you. And for most people, those two things have never been compared side by side before. The moment you hear your recorded voice, you are suddenly experiencing yourself the way everyone else does. And that gap between how we experience ourselves and how we appear to others is one of the most unsettling things a human brain can encounter. Think about it. You have a version of yourself that lives inside your head. The way you sound, the way you look, the way your face moves when you talk, the expressions you make. And then there is the version of you that exists in the world, in recordings, in mirrors, in other people's memories. For most of human history, people never encountered the external version of themselves. No recordings, no videos, no photographs that moved. You lived your entire life experiencing yourself only from the inside. The external version simply did not exist in a form you could examine, and then suddenly it did. And the brain, which spent years building an internal model of what you look like, what you sound like, how you present to the world, has to confront the fact that the model was built on incomplete information. And that confrontation is deeply uncomfortable. Not because you are strange, not because your voice is bad, but because you are being asked to update a deeply held self-image in real time. And brains do not enjoy being updated without warning. There is a third layer to this that almost nobody talks about: identity. Your voice is one of the most intimate parts of your identity. It is how you connect with people, how you express emotion, how you communicate everything that makes you who you are. And your internal experience of your voice has been with you since before you can remember. It is one of the most consistent things in your entire existence. The same voice, every day, in every conversation, for your entire life. When something that fundamental